Okay, here we go. Ready to work out, Mom? All right, so here we are. We just poured the concrete in here. This is my project. Yeah, it's been nice down here, but it's getting really hot. So let's see. It's going to be 101 today, and I think it's probably mid 80s already. So yeah, getting warm. So, but anyway, let's get our workout out of the way. I really appreciate that you keep following along. You're keeping me motivated. I love that we've been doing this for what, January, February, March, April, going into May here. So we're in month 5. That is fantastic. Um, yeah. All right, ready? Switch it up. Let's do some jumping jacks here, or change it up. Right? Do what you like to do. Just keep going. Right? That's what this is about. This is about keeping going. You know, not just month after month, but exercise after exercise. So we're going to do the same thing today, right? We're going to do those 45-minute sets with some stretching in between. But we'll get warm first, okay? I got to tie these. They're bouncing all over. So, ready? Let's sprint it out. Get a run going. So I've been doing some mountain biking, and man, you should see. I got in a fight with the trail. Let's see. Man, I got some scratches in my back there. Yeah. Yep, fell down some boulders. I ripped my shorts too. I got a rip in my bathing suit there. That's what I get for biking in it. Anyway, yeah, run it out. Ready? Let's move right. Move left. Move to the center. Move left. Faster. Move center. Move left. Move center. Move left. Move center. Move right. Move center. Move right. Move center. See, I have an advantage because I know what's coming. All right, slow it down. Back to the middle. Ready? Open it up. Football sprints. Push, 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 push. You're pushing me back. You got to push me back. Oh, good job. You're doing a great job pushing me back. All right, and run back. Jog it out nice and slow. And stop. Shoulder rolls. Shoulder rolls. We're not going to do our window washers yet because I want your shoulders nice and loose, and then we're going to stretch it out. Shoulder across the front. Just breathe into it and keep actively pulling it around, right? It's not even like you're trying to smash it into your body. You're actually trying to kind of take it out and around, right? Because that real stretching is actually all the way back in here. So there we go. Let's do the other side. Ready? Out and around. And we just pull the shoulder around the body. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. And we're going to squat it out here. We keep our heart rate going. That was our one stretch. We are going to come back and stretch the shoulders again. But for right now, just keep squatting it out to keep the heart rate going. Yeah, so this concrete was interesting. We mixed it up really thin, poured it in here. Alan wanted to mix it in 5-gallon buckets. And so I diagrammed it out. And I showed him, Alan, if you're gonna taper that concrete, so it's 0 on one side, but it's 2 inches thick on the other side. So I did the math for him. I showed him. I was like, Alan, that's 14 cubic feet of concrete that you need. Right? Well, that doesn't sound like that much. Ready? Time to keep stretching the shoulders. This time, I want you to pull your arm down. You're gonna grab your wrist, pull it down, and then you lean your head to the other side. So you're stretching the top part of your trapezius muscle there by leaning your head over. And then you can get a compound movement, right? So that means we're not just leaning to the side, but we're turning the head. We're just kind of exploring where it's tight in there. Let's do the other side. Yeah, so I told him, I was like, well, 14 cubic feet, that's about 30 bags at 50 pounds each, right? That's so much concrete. He wanted to mix that all up in a 5-gallon bucket. I was like, it's not going to work. And let's go chair pose. So I convinced him to rent a cement mixer, right? But then he took us to a Home Depot that didn't have a rental counter. It was so funny because, he checked the hours and what size cement mixers they had and everything. And then we got there just in the nick of time. And actually that Home Depot didn't even rent things. So anyway, we ended up mixing, how much? We ended up mixing 34 bags of concrete is what we ended up using to do this. and we mixed them in a wheelbarrow, so we were able to do about 4 at a time. That was the easiest way because each one needs 5 liters of water. And come on up. All right, let's just get some head rolls going. Yeah, so, since each bag needed 5 liters of water, I don't have a good way to measure. I guess I could have done the math and used like a half gallon of milk or no. See, that's the thing. I didn't really have a liter bottle. I would have had to find the right water bottle and yeah. So anyway, we couldn't add the 5th bag that we could have put into the wheelbarrow. All right, what do you want to do next? I feel like we should get into the upper body. Let's do some planks. We haven't done planks in a while. Oh, look at this nice smooth floor. Yeah. All right, there's our planks. Just planking it out. Planks never get boring. You can bring your knee up. See that? I'm touching my elbow and my knee. Yeah, and you try to keep your body in a plank, right? Try not to compromise the position. It's maybe the thing to do is to focus on that control, right? Like slow, steady movement and keeping your plank form while you move the knee to the elbow. That's kind of neat. Just a way to switch it up. Now that I'm down, I'm looking at it, this concrete's kind of green. It's kind of pretty. Kind of looks like water washing up on a beach. All right, that's it. We're done. All right, I think we need to get some faster stuff going. We're gonna do sprints, okay? I'm gonna sprint it over here and touch the ground, sprint it back and touch the ground. These are gonna be tough for me because they're so short. I'm just gonna go side to side. I might call this a strafe, right? It's a shuffle. So let's try that. It's a shuffle sprint. Floor's really grippy too. It's great. Even my worn out shoes. I need to get new shoes. I might go today. Go see what they got at Kohl's. And there we go. All right. Break time again. Let's do a nice wide forward fold. Wide legs, big inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Oh. And we'll walk it over to one side. However deep you want to go. You don't have to walk it super, super far. And I'm noticing I got one side that's a little tighter than the other. So I'm just going to be cognizant of that. Oof. And there we go. Ready? Window washers. There we go. All right, what else do we need to do today? We get some more fancy footwork going. You know what? We need to do hot foot. All right, we need to work those calf muscles, work on our one leg stability. Wow, it is warm. Glad I got this fan going. Maybe a little bigger circles. Turn them the other way. Turn the fingers down. Stretching through goo. Just warming up the forearm muscles. All right, ready? Whew. Okay, I'll tell you what, let's start out with skiers. Grab your ski poles, we're keeping the legs together. See, it's like hot foot, but you're doing both legs together, so it's a little easier. Now, you don't want to get that much motion. Let's get a little hop going. Can we get a little hop? That way you're off the ground, at least for a tiny moment. And if you go bigger, right? Maybe your legs are getting strong by now. It is month 5, right? Maybe we can really get it going side to side. We need to get Tony back on board. This was her exercise. And Tony's exercise was the skier. I think she kind of mixed in some bells too. I like that. And so, that's how you get inspiration, right? And we're done. Let's do those bells. So bells, we're going to go front to back. Just belling it out. Can we do a plus sign? Ready? Front to back, left to right. And now we alternate. Reverse. Look at that. Making a big plus sign on the floor with both feet. Oh man. Here we go. Push-ups. Got to do our push-ups. Now we are getting going. Get tired of the regular push-ups? Put your knees down. Oof, wow, my knees are bruised. Yep, don't need to be falling off on my bike. Oh man, I had an interesting realization. I was like, wow, when you feel beaten up on the inside, then when you compound that with feeling beaten up like on the outside, physically, it's an interesting place to be. Then you feel twice as beaten up, right? And so as soon as I got up on the ground, I thought, at least before I fell down these rocks, I only felt beaten up on the inside. Here we go. That's enough push-ups. Life's kind of hectic right now. That happens. All right, ready? Going back onto one foot now. You could just balance. Maybe this is your balance exercise. Maybe it's your hop, right? Next level, front to back, front to back, front to back, left to right, and make that plus. Making that plus. Big plus sign. And we're done on that side. Switch it up, we're going to the other side. Ready? Hopping, or we're just balancing. But try it, try hopping. Because balancing doesn't tax your cardiovascular system the way that hopping does. Hopping doesn't do it the same way that going front to back does. Going front to back is not quite as hard as going front to back and left to right. Right? And that's kind of the idea here. Push your level. You're not doing this all day. You're doing it for 10 minutes, once each morning. I got to share it with you. So, in Arnold Schwarzenegger's newsletter this morning, the Pump Club, he wrote about how the consistency of people that they're done there, people that did really short workouts. And we're going to stretch our glutes here, our quads. Go ahead and pull one of your legs up. Get a little glute stretch going. Yeah, he wrote about how people that did more very short workouts, and they did really short, 5 minutes, right? So literally less than half the length of our workouts. They did 5 minutes, but they did it at least once a day. Some people did it twice a day, right? But in general, spending less time more frequently showed better results than spending significantly more time less frequently. Actually going to the gym, actually spending an hour or two lifting weights, that kind of thing. Let's go on to another stretch here. Ready? Get down in a lunge. Lunge it out. Yeah. Get ready to take some big lunge steps. There we go. Right, long hip flexor muscles there. Maybe open it out. Lean it over. Switch to the other side. Nice and low. Nice and long. Open it out. Right, that's your warrior two. If you're talking yoga, back up into crescent, and then you can lean it over here. That's your psoas stretch. Oh, that's good. And we're done there. Let's do some walking lunges. Ready? Walk it around. Lunge it out. I think I talked about this last time, but see, when I squat down like this, especially when I'm lunging, I'm thinking about carrying something. That way I'm keeping my core tight. I'm keeping my weight centered right over both legs. Because otherwise, if I do this, I tend to power off of one leg. Usually it's whichever one hurts less, right? Part of getting old. Joints start to ache. They're not necessarily like aching evenly. So I will just favor my lunge step to make it hurt less, right? So instead, I'm holding something heavy. I need both legs with every step. That's what I like to think about. All right. Good job. Man, let's take a big back bend. Ready? Big inhale up. Legs together. Big inhale up. Forward bend. And come back up. Let's go down to some calf stretches. You can do these against the wall. Just pushing against the wall. You can do them with the back leg straight, right? That stretches all the way across the back of the knee. You can do them with the back leg with the knee a little bent, right? And that stretches deeper into the Achilles because it's not stretching at the top across the back of the knee. And my personal favorite, I always prefer to do these as downward dog calf stretches. Why? I don't know. It just works better for me. Oh, man, that's great. All right. We are done. Did a great job. High five. Keep coming back.